Group membership has important consequences for our well being, understanding of the world, and our identity. Groups are multi level systems in which members are part of groups and groups are part of the environment. One key question is how individual contributions are combined into group outcomes. Within groups, there can be top down effects, which is when variables at the group level influence group members or relations between variables at the individual level, and bottom up effects when individual level variables influence group level outcomes. Groups are composed of members, and the group members and the whole can be perceived as distinct entities. While groups can be seen as distinct entities, group performance involving tasks form one entity. When group performs tasks, such members, such as from a soccer team, create audience paradigms, which means members perform tasks while others watch. When group members perform similar tasks alongside one another, there will be mutual influence among group members. Co-action paradigm participants work on a task in the presence of others who are working on the same task, such as track and field athletes compete at the Olympic Games on relay teams. Handing the baton off to the next runner is essential for the team's success. While the race takes place, the audience enthusiastically watches, cheering on their favorite teams. Does the watchful eye and cheers of the audience make the teams perform better, or do they perform better for one another? An audience effect arises when a person's behavior changes because they believe someone else is watching them. The earlier suggestion that audiences could affect behavior came in the work of Norman Triplett in 1898 when he found that bicyclists were faster when competing against each other than when competing against the clock. The audience effect differs from co-action effects, which are the behavioral changes that occur when two or more people work on the same task. Co-action requires much more coordination than an audience effect and probably draws on more complex mechanisms. An audience effect requires at least the detection of another person's eyes and some level of awareness that the other is watching. In his compelling theoretical explanation of the audience effect, Zions demonstrated that various species, such as rats, humans, roaches, and monkeys, all exhibit behavioral changes when they are around conspecifics. This was explained in terms of the drive theory, which postulates that the presence of a conspecific raises arousal, which in turn can alter performance in various ways depending on the task and context. Zions also claims that arousal makes participants perform better on easy tasks and worse on hard tasks. Additional theories on group performance include distraction conflict theory and self efficacy theory. It has been found that the presence of others is distracting and that it only leads to social facilitation and inhibition when there is intentional conflict, supporting the theory that the presence of others draws attention and that the attentional conflict that results from it increases generalized drive and the emission of the dominance response. The self-efficacy theory states that the presence of others influence outcome expectancies. Performance increases are linked to positive outcome expectancies that are associated with high self-efficacies, whereas performance decreases are associated with negative customer outcome experiences that are associated with low self-efficacy. Groups are formed when significant tasks need to be completed quickly or efficiently. Most people think that groups are more efficient at completing tasks than individuals. However, this is not always the case. Individuals may occasionally outperform groups depending on the audience and the degree of task complexity. Thank you for watching.